Hi kids, my name is Mrs. Harma. I teach first grade at Wayne Elementary, but today I'll be your extended learning teacher and I cannot wait to get started learning with you. It's grade 1, cycle day 4, daily routines. Let's get started.
Okay, first grade scholars, help me sing our transition song. Ready? Let's sing. Sit down and come together, together, together. Sit down and come together, together right now. It's time to practice sounds and blend them together. Let's practice our high frequency words and write them down. Great job!
Let's practice our high frequency word writing. First, try reading this word. Did you say have? If you did, then you are correct. I'm going to use this word in a sentence now. We have to work together. Now let's get started writing. We have to work together. Let's write that sentence. We, don't forget to start your sentence with a capital letter at the beginning of the word. We have. That's our high frequency word that we're practicing this week. It doesn't play fair, so we need to remember how to spell it. H-A-V-E. Have. We have to work. There's that bossy R. Work together. We have to work together. I'm going to end with an exclamation mark. Let's read the sentence together. We have to work together. Great job. Now you think of a sentence using the word have. Go ahead and take a minute to write it down. All right, here's a new word. Read this word. Did you say sometimes? If you did, then you are correct. Now I'm going to use this word in a sentence. Sometimes we need to play together. Okay, now let's get started writing it. Sometimes we need to play together. Let's get started writing this. Sometimes is a compound word, and it has two words put together to make one word. It doesn't play fair because the word some doesn't look the way it sounds. So let's use our spelling for some that we know. Start with a capital at the beginning because it's the first word in the sentence, and the first letter of the first word always needs to be capital. Sometimes. Sometimes we need to play. And we have that A-Y at the end. Together. Sometimes we need to play together. Let's put an exclamation mark at the end of that sentence to show that we're excited to play together. Let's read the sentence together. Sometimes we need to play together. Now I want you to think of a sentence using the word sometimes. Go ahead, pause the video, and practice writing your sentence. All right, read this word. Did you say through? If you did, then of course you're correct. I'm going to use this word in a sentence. He ran through the yard. Now I'm going to practice writing this on the board. He ran through the yard. Let's get started. The first letter of the first word always needs to be capital, so I'm going to put a capital H at the beginning of my word he. He ran. And through. This is our high frequency word and it doesn't play fair, so we're going to use our spelling right off the board. Through. It's a good thing we're practicing it. Through the yard. Y-R-D. Don't forget to put a period at the end of your sentence. Great job. Let's read the sentence together. He ran through the yard. Now I want you to think of a sentence using the word through. Go ahead and take a minute to write it down. We'll wait for you. Are you really coming to my house? Let's get started writing that sentence. Don't forget the first letter of the first word needs to be capital. So let's start R with a capital A. R, U, really, coming, ming, to my house. Ow. Now I need to think about the punctuation mark I need at the end of my sentence. I'm going to reread it and think about how I should end my sentence. Are you really coming to my house? It sounds like a question, so I'm going to put a question mark at the end of my sentence. Let's read it together. Are you really coming to my house? Now I want you to think of a sentence using the word really. Go ahead and take a minute to write the sentence down. If you need to stop the video, go ahead. We have been reading Night Skies this week. Now it's time for you to read this book on your own. Please find a quiet spot and read every word of this book. When you finish, use a piece of paper to write your ideas for this question. What are some things you saw in the night skies in this book? All right, first graders, what are some of the things that you saw in the night skies of this book? When I read this book, I noticed the moon in the sky, and the author noticed that some nights it looked like a slice of pie. The author also wondered if we could see the face of a man in the surface of the moon. I also noticed fireworks, an airplane, and a shooting star in the night skies of this book. Did you see all these things in the book too? I hope so. All right, it's time for today's lesson. Let's get started.
Okay, first grade, help me sing another transition song. Are you ready? Let's sing. Now let's all be editors, be editors, be editors. Now let's all be editors to make the writing make sense. Listen to the sentence, the sentence, the sentence. Listen to the sentence, we will change it as a group. Great job.
Okay, first graders, let's edit a sentence together. We will check Capital letters are where needed. Punctuation marks are at the end of sentences, and the spelling of words are correct. I'm going to show you a sentence in a minute, and we're going to work together to check it. Let's get started. Okay, let's edit a sentence. First, I'm going to read it and think about what the author is trying to say. I see the carton will be shortly, said the little girl. I think because she's watching TV, she doesn't really want to see a carton, but she wants to see a cartoon. And I'm thinking that she wants it to be on the TV shortly. And I know little girl doesn't sound right. It should be little girl. And the other thing I noticed is that there are 3 sets of quotation marks or talking marks. So we need to fix that up too. When we use quotation marks, they only go around the words that a person actually says. So her words would be, I see the cartoon will be on shortly. Those are the words that should have the quotation marks around them. Let's get started fixing this up. Okay, let's start checking right at the beginning of the sentence. I by itself is always capital, and in this sentence it is, so we know that's correct. C is not spelled correctly. We know that that's one of our high frequency words, and I need to fix the spelling so that it's S-E-E, C. The is spelled correctly. Carton. Oh, we know that that shouldn't say carton, but it should say cartoon. So I'm going to cross it out, and I'm going to write cartoon, cartoon over the top. Those 2 O's make that ooh sound. Now I'm going to look at will. Will is not spelled correctly. It's a high frequency word, and we know that it's spelled W-I-L-L. Will. The next word, B, that is spelled correctly. We know should be on. So I'm going to cross out that word and change it to on, O-N. The next word is shortly. We know the I should be a Y at the end of that word. So I'm going to cross it out and spell the word correctly above it. Sh or t-ly. Shortly. Said the little girl. Said is spelled correctly. The is spelled correctly, but little should be little. So I'm going to cross that out and put little above it. Little. Girl is spelled correctly. So our sentence looks right and sounds right, but I need to check it for punctuation. Remember, quotation marks are used to show exactly what a person said, and you put them around the words that they said. So I have quotation marks at the beginning and quotation marks at the end of what the little girl said. Let's read the sentence. I see the cartoon will be on shortly, said the little girl. So the words that she actually said are, I see the cartoon will be on shortly. That's where the quotation mark should be. So I'm going to take out this extra set of quotation marks and cross them out because they shouldn't be at the end of the sentence. Okay, let's reread the sentence together. I see the cartoon will be on shortly, said the little girl. Great job, kids. It's activity time. Please make sure that you have your packet with you so you're ready to do this lesson. Today we will be working on the silly sentences activity. Please use lesson 44 in your distance learning packet to complete this activity. In this activity, you will be reading the sentences in each box. Then you're going to circle the mistakes. Once you've found the mistakes, you're going to rewrite the sentences correctly. Please make sure you capitalize the first letter of the first word of each sentence and any person's name. Make sure you also use ending punctuation marks. I hope you enjoy editing these sentences. It's reflection time. What did you do today that's helping you become a more proficient reader? There are so many things that we're doing together, but one thing that I can think of is that we practiced using quotation marks. Knowing how to use quotation marks not only makes you a better reader, but also a wonderful writer. Keep up the great work, first graders. First graders, thank you for learning with me today. I look forward to teaching you again soon. I just wanted to give you a few reminders. Please watch the alphabet chant video each day. Read the Decodable Reader for the week. Practice your high frequency words. Read 20 minutes and complete a reading log entry. Practice your handwriting by writing your letters from A to Z, both lowercase and uppercase, writing your high frequency words, writing your consonant vowel E words and consonant vowel consonant words, and writing short and simple sentences. If you do these things every day, you'll be all ready for second grade. Have fun!